Hi, I'm Brett Jones, and I'm a professor of educational psychology at Virginia Tech. This is a Constructing Your Knowledge video for Chapter 10, Assessment Strategies, in the Ormrod and Jones book titled Essentials of Educational Psychology. In this video, I'm going to focus on a few assessment concepts that can be confusing to individuals new to assessment. I'm going to start by asking you to answer the following 6 questions as true or false. Please pause the video to read the questions and write down your answers as true or false for each question. Now let's see how you did. Number 1 is, classroom assessment must always involve paper and pencil. For instance, it must always be a test of some kind. This is false, because many forms of assessment require little or no use of paper and pencil. Number 2 is, assessment is an activity that is totally separate from the process of classroom learning. This is also false. Classroom assessment practices significantly influence what and how students learn. Question 3. A little bit of test anxiety can enhance performance. That's true. Recall the distinction between facilitating and debilitating anxiety made in Chapter 6. This shows that a little bit of test anxiety can actually be a good thing. Number 4. Innovative forms of assessment, such as performance tests and portfolios, are always preferable to traditional paper and pencil assessment. This is false. Depending on the objectives being assessed, paper and pencil assessments are often a perfectly legitimate way of assessing what students have learned. Number 5. Multiple choice questions can be used to assess rote memorization of trivial details, as well as many higher level skills. This is true, as long as you take the time to carefully construct the ones that measure higher level skills. And finally, number 6 is, standardized tests are highly accurate measures of students' abilities and achievements. This is false, because standardized tests are imperfect measures at best, and no single test should ever be used to make decisions that affect students over the long run. But standardized tests can be good measures of some abilities and achievements. Okay, now I'm going to quiz you on a few more concepts to make sure that you understand some important points. But first, remember the RSVP acronym used in the Ormrod and Jones book. A good assessment instrument is reliable, is standardized for most students, has validity for its purpose, and is practical. You can remember this with the acronym RSVP. Now let me give you a quiz about these concepts. In this scenario, a teacher gave the same test to the same person 1 week apart, and the student didn't learn anything new related to the concepts tested, and didn't do any more studying. On the first test, the student got a B-, but the second time, he got a B+. What's the problem with this assessment? Pause the video if you need to think of your answer. Now you could say that the student remembered some of the questions from the first time he took the test, but let's say that he